when I was sinking my yacht, right? As the yacht was sinking, right? And like I'm high as a kite. I'm on like probably 18 ludes that day. Enough coke to like sedate half of I was in between Romans, half a sardinia, right? And the whole thing's going to shit, right? And they say you have to push your helicopter over the side of the boat to make room for the Navy SEALs to land, right? So what do? We pulled out a camera. And we said, hey, we're the assholes that sailed out, into a storm, and now we got to push it. We actually videotaped pushing the yacht, and I can't find the footage because it wasn't like that back then. You get it? Like it was like just someone's phone randomly.
Where if we jump straight into this,
phone too. It was a big. I'm sorry, phone. It was a big video camera because it was like 1997, right?
Yeah.
So there wasn't no camera phones back then. You know.
This crazy. I got a present for you. I brought you some Quaaludes straight from Cape Town.
Okay, let's. Are they real though?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on a second. They look nice. Viking is my friend.
I took all of them. My bad, bro.
Okay.
I was gonna get some Tums, but
these are 5 375s, my friend. I even know exactly. They're not even the good ones. Not 10. These are lightweight. Okay?
These are lightweight.
I would need 20 of those to get high. By the way, okay. I have a very high tolerance to those types of things.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the problem with those is that you can only take 20. You can only take, I think the max is 4,000 milligrams of acetaminophen a day, or else it destroys your liver.
I took one. I felt like a noodle. I was like, for that effect, what happened in the movie? How many you had to take? Like 3 or 4?
Of what?
Quaaludes. Because when I felt it, it's just just like feels like
relaxed.
When
did you take one?
Not now.
It wasn't a real one. In
Cancun.
Nah, they don't because they're not around. You'd have to have a chemist make them for you.
Shipped from Cape Town. The person who gave it to me.
Yeah.
It was a big person that gave it to me.
Okay, so maybe it was. Well, did you get the tingles in your fingertips?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you know you get the tingles. Okay. Yeah, there's 4 phases of a Quaalude. This is important, guys, to learn, right?
That's right,
This is
guys.
now we're back in school. The 4 phases of a Quaalude.
Don't do drugs, kids.
And don't do drugs. At least not yet. Okay.
That reminds me of the.
Well, I always say this. I never say to people, "Don't do drugs." I think it's like a hollow statement to say to
you
kids.
want to go do it.
Well, right. I'm saying just don't do drugs yet. Wait till you're like a little bit older, till your brain's fully formed. I think that's really a better message. You're like, don't do drugs. Say no to drugs. Like, say no to drugs until maybe you're in college or something. Like, because they fuck you up scholastically. Your brain's still forming. So I think, I mean, I wish I didn't do as many drugs as I did, but it also was, it is what it is, right?
You look happy. You look great. That's all that matters.
Let me give you the 4 phases of a Quaalude. I tell you,
let's
I
go.
want to know your opinion on this, right?
Okay.
First, phase 1 is the tingle phase.
Okay.
So when you take it, your fingertips start to tingle, and it's so euphoric and great, and you just know what's about to come, and just like total pure euphoria, right? Then you get into the second phase. It's called the slur phase.
Okay.
Slur phase when you start slurring your words. I love you, and yet the I love
I
yous.
don't think you had that.
The slurs, yeah, you slur your words.
From one Quaalude though, we're talking about.
Well, it depends.
It depends how good. Okay, a good Quaalude.
But one good Quaalude. Well, in the beginning, to a beginner, 1 is enough.
Yeah.
For me, I needed 4.
Of course, you're tolerant.
On an empty stomach because I was tolerant, right?
Okay.
Or 3 I could probably get off on some really good ones. But in the beginning, 1 should be enough. Second phase is slur phase. You slur your words, and also you get like the I love you. Like, I love you. I love you. Back in the day,
I remember that one.
I hate you.
I fucking hate you, bitch. So anyway, my wife used to also unplug the phones around the house because I'd call everyone, I love you. You just wanted to call everyone, and back this is before cell
Is it
phones.
like the Molly effect? Like, you want to just tell everybody you love them around
But
you?
not so much touching. It's more, I love you. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes so much sense. So I used to be like saying, there's no dial tone. What the fuck is going on? I couldn't figure out it was unplugged. She said, I don't know. It's just, I showed there's a dial tone. I'm like, yeah. That's phase 2, right? And then that's the best phase to be in, right? The problem is you start to cross over into phase 3, which is the drool phase.
Okay.
And that's when the drool starts coming down your mouth, and you're like, and you say, well, babies drool. I had a 2-year-old at the time. I was like, that's okay. She drools. I drool with like fucking kindred spirits, right? And then eventually you go into phase 4, which is unconsciousness, right? And then, and here's the killer though. See, every once in a while, there's a 5th phase. Doesn't happen very often. Every once in a while, you get in what's called the movement phase. And that is because I was always mixing it with other drugs, right? So the idea would be is that when you're entering phase 3, you do a 1-on-1, you do a blast of coke up each nostril. Don't do this at home, guys. I'm just telling you, this is the old me, okay? I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not a sober saint, okay? But I don't do drugs like that, right? Anyway, but the point is that back in the day, I was doing it like 18 times a day. But you do a 1-on-1 to wake up, and you balance. You get that perfect state of toxic poise right there, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it reverses on you and you get in what's called the movement phase where you can't sit fucking still. Like the thought of sitting in one spot is more than you can bear. And that's what happened to me when I was on the yacht. In other words, we pulled down this cliff, right? And it was called Porto Cerviato in Italy. You know Italy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We just
Pretty-
went there
I know, right?
recently.
So when we were the yacht was a 167-foot yacht. We were about to make the crossing to Sardinia, and the captain's waiting in front of the boat. And as we pulled down, like one of the girls was like 8 of us. She goes, "Why is the water look so rough?" And I looked at it and I'm like, "Fuck!" There's like waves in the harbor, and that was when it hit me. I'm like, "Oh shit, I have to go. I cannot wait out the storm. I have to go." So when we got out, my wife runs to the cat. She goes, Captain Mark, can we make is it safe? And I'm like, he's like, well, and then I said, just go downstairs, cut the tags off your new clothes, right? All right. So she goes downstairs, and I said to Captain Mark, I said, listen, he was an animal, party animal. I said, I am going to die if we don't move. We have to move the boat. I said, can we make it? He goes, yeah, we can make it. It's going to be rough. We'll break some plates, but we'll make it. So let's fucking go. So it was a great adventure. Then all of a sudden, a freak storm kicked up, and the rest, as they say, was history. So it was really a Quaalude-induced.
Wow.
That's the
Would've
story.
thought that
All right,
I got
now
the story.
about you guys. All right, come on.
Go.